So this video will be a little different as it's a continuation of my video on the best third base generation ever. So if you haven't already, go check that one out. It's kinda long, but it was my first stats-based video, so it's special to me. But anyway, let's jump into this part 2. My name is Bobby, and welcome back to Stat Stories. Now in the first video, I defined a generation as a group of 10 players who played together for 5 seasons. And with these criteria, I concluded that the group of third basemen from 2014 to 2018 were the best ever at the position, based on a handful of statistics. Now the question is if the third basemen from 2015 to 2019 are superior. Here are the 10 players in the 2014 to 18 group. Out of these 10, I considered 8 of them to be locks for the 2015 to 19 group. Bryant, Arenado, Rendon, Machado, Ramirez, and Bregman all improved in terms of wins above replacement. Turner stayed the same, and Donaldson went down slightly. That leaves 2 more spots. I said in the first video that the now retired Adrian Beltre would be replaced by Matt Chapman, who has made quite the name for himself in just 2.5 seasons. Our 10th and final spot stays with Matt Carpenter, who, despite having a down year in 2019, holds off Eugenio Suarez of the Reds. I want to touch on these two because my recency bias was sure that Suarez would take the spot after hitting 49 homers in 2019. But comparing the two since 2015 shows that Carpenter still has the edge in WAR, weighted runs created plus, weighted on base average, and base running. Suarez is the better defender though. The main takeaway here is that Carpenter has been quite good for a number of years, thanks in part to a high walk rate and a large number of doubles. Suarez will take his spot next year should he keep up his performance and Carpenter continue to decline. Moving on to our charts now, and first up is wins above replacement. Since 9 of the 10 players in these groups are the same, these comparisons will come down to whether or not those players performed better in 2019 than they did in 2014. In terms of WAR, most players improved, as our clump in the middle has shifted upward. Also, Alex Bregman, who debuted in 2016, now has another season under his belt and moves from way down here to this dot here after his MVP caliber 2019 season. So for wins above replacement, the advantage goes to 2015 to 19. Next is weighted runs created plus, which measures offensive value with 100 being league average. Determining the superior group is a bit less clear in this one, but by the slimmest of margins, I would have to say it's 2015 to 2019 again. While Justin Turner and Matt Carpenter regressed a bit, guys like Nolan Arenado and Anthony Rendon improved, and the biggest improvement is once again from Alex Bregman, who went from very good to top of the chart with Josh Donaldson. Now we have weighted on base average, which is similar to on base percentage, but gives different weights to certain outcomes depending on how valuable they are. While 2015 to 19 still has a handful of players clustered at the bottom, Anthony Rendon and Alex Bregman have improved significantly to give this group the advantage. And Josh Donaldson improved in this stat too, even though he's in the late stages of his career. Next up is Fangraph's base running stat, which measures how valuable a player's base running is as measured in runs. 0 is the league average. This chart looks a bit odd since Jose Ramirez and Chris Bryant are far and away the best base runners of the 15 to 19 group. Anthony Rendon regressed in this stat, which gives us a big clump here just above 0, with only Manny Machado beneath the league average mark. Picking a winner here is pretty difficult, but I'll go with 2015 to 19 yet again, since they have just one negative base runner, and their elite base runners have gotten even better. Lastly, we have defensive runs saved, which just measures the number of runs a player saves for their team on defense, with 0 being average. And we finally have a category that 2014 to 18 has the advantage in. Matt Chapman slots in nicely for Adrian Beltre, but Justin Turner and Anthony Rendon went down quite a bit. It's worth noting that all the players here are at least around average defenders, but to choose the favorite, it definitely goes to 2014 to 18. So after comparing these two groups, we can say that 2015 to 2019 is the best generation of third basemen we have ever seen. Most of these players will be around for quite a while longer, so perhaps 2016 to 2020 will be an even better 5-year span. And with Rafael Devers, Yohan Moncada, and the big bat of Vlad Guerrero Jr. on the rise, there will be no shortage of talent at the hot corner should some of these current stars begin to regress. So thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please leave a like and share, and hit subscribe to help the channel grow. Comment below if there's a topic you want to see covered in the future. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.